All right, what's up, kids? Um, so of course, make sure you got a USB-C. It's a good USB-C cord from your computer to the Vista. We're going to do the Vista first. The goggles are the exact same process. Just you're going to pick this this file. On the Vista, you're going to use this file here. Or, I'm sorry, this file here is the one I like to use. Use this one if you have the RunCam Wasp. You can use it for the Caddx Vista, but in order to get to the earliest version, I use this one, and then I upgrade in the DJI Assistant to this one with the real firmware. In case you've ever got the pink screen with the RunCam Wasp, this is the fix. Make sure you go to 608. The pink screen will go away. So anyway, once you get that, you're going to end up with a file that looks like this right here. This is what it looks like. It's the GP for the goggles. It is the IT for the Vista. We'll get to the fonts here in just a few. So this is going to wipe my Vista clean of any of the black box, any kind of information that's stored on there, back to pretty much day one. The first thing you're going to want to do, I plug my quad in. Perfectly normal for these things to detach from the computer and reconnect. Go ahead and hit the driver installer. And again, you don't have to do this. If you go into the DJI Assistant and you're able to just go ahead and update to 0608, just go ahead and do that and fast forward through this part. Me personally, for some reason, maybe it's the placebo effect, I feel like things work faster. The OSD comes on faster when I've wiped the black box clean. I have more proof to support that, but I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of techno babble. But anyway, all these processes take a little time. Make sure you have a fan. It's always on your Vista. Put it in low power mode before you start. And that way, well, you have a better chance of it not shutting down from overheating during the process. If it does, and it does shut down in the middle of the process, you can always start over. You're not going to brick it. It cannot be bricked doing it this way. It just can't be done. As a matter of fact, you can use this program. You do not have to have Fpvwtf or anything to do with it if you choose not to. But it will wipe your cache clean. Bardwell has a video as well on this. He does not go into it as deep as I'm going to go into it with you. But it is, I have fixed vistas that were not showing up OSD that were connected correctly. I've fixed some other ways by removing the little capacitors on there as well. But I've fixed 4 different vistas just using this program. If you have anything acting up with your Vista or your goggles, run it through this, and you're good. But anyway, just going to kind of go through this process with you from start to finish, and just roll with me. Also, I highly, once we get to the Fpvwtf page, there's going to be a spot down there for to join their Discord. Strongly suggest you do. They're very active on there, and they're really good at responding. And these guys don't get paid, so they're just they're just contributing to the hobby. I'm pretty tired, so if I stumble over my words and shit, that's kind of why. So anyway, we've done the driver installer. Once that's done, you can go ahead and cycle your flight controller, and we are going to open this up, okay, with it unplugged, okay. So what's going to happen here and how WTF works, I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. I'll explain how it's doing. When you plug this in, it's going to go ahead. It's read it here. It's erasing the black box. Let it go through its thing. Just sit back, go get a sandwich, You're gonna get a sandwich here a couple times through this video, so you're gonna be real full by the end of it. But anyway, what happens is between the first beep that you hear when you plug this into the computer, and then the second beep, there's a vulnerability there that Fpvwtf was able to take advantage of and actually get in there during that time and do modifications. So we get this. It's definitely an oversight by DJI. But just going to roll with you real time so you can see how long it takes. Again, please be patient. If you have to walk away, walk away. Don't prematurely pull out. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just let it go through this process. And if any errors happen, anything like that, just do it again. Nothing's going to happen. You're not going to brick your stuff at all. Promise you. I'll buy it from you if you think you did. And I'll sell it back to you for $20 more than you sold it to me for. But just do this with me, you know. Don't watch this first and then try to do it. And stop the video. Go grab your quad. You know, grab your goggles. Do this process. Run it through again. Like I said, the goggles are going to be the same way. Plug and unplug. It'll read it through the entire process here. It's going to be identical. It's just going to be plugged into something else. The only thing is when you get to the package manager at the very end, you're going to have more options with the goggles. You'll have options to be able to stream through your goggles, and you can do sims. You can do all kinds of things, and be able to do it. It's a bit complicated to get that to happen. It took me a little while at first to figure it out, but it did get it. I don't know if it's worth all that because you have the cord hanging out of one side up to the computer. You got a battery hanging out the other side, so it's not real. It's cool at first, but it after a while it gets a little old. So anyway, it's done now. Okay, so it's just going to disappear. Hit enter, and just to unplug, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. I'm going to check my Vista, make sure we're not able to cook any eggs on it or anything like that. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and open up my DJI Assistant, and you can plug the battery back into the quad so the Vista connects. There's the first beep. There's the second beep. That's the spot that they take advantage of. All right. So in the air unit, it's going to come back here, and this was on 0608 just a few minutes ago. Never hit confirm. Cancel, exit out. It's going to be down here, and we're going to go to this one. Okay. Do this on all of them, whether it's a Link or a Caddx, it doesn't matter. And just let it go. Go get another sandwich, and wait till it's 100%. It is super cool though, to be able to modify it. It does, it doesn't make you a better pilot, but it definitely makes the experience cooler, to have the nice looking fonts and all the different icons and everything up there. It's pretty cool. Plus, if you don't know the cheat code to get your smart audio up, it's throttle halfway, um, shift to the left, and then pitch all the way up, and your OSD menu will come up. You'll be able to change your rates, PIDs, whatever you want. I do a lot of field tuning, and it's just great. You can change anything in there, anything from your motor outputs if you want to change your motor outputs, and for some reason you're flying in a tight spot and your quad's a little too fast, man, lower your motor output, and you can do it right in the goggles. You want to boot up, put it right back up. You can change everything from your TPA to to your throttle boost, anything really, your filters, um, anything, just about. And it's fairly simple. And then just save and reboot. Otherwise, as soon as you plug back in, you'll lose those settings again. So make sure that you save and reboot. It disconnecting and reconnecting again, totally normal. It's going to do that through the whole process. Even when we're installing the OSD firmware on it, it's going to say device away, came back, device away, came back. Totally normal. Just let it roll. If you do it this way, um, it'll be 100% successful. I promise. Every single time. If there's anything in here that doesn't make sense, or that I need to elaborate on, just contact me. This is my contribution to the hobby. Whatever I can share with you guys. So I'm very happy to do it. By the way. There you go. All right. So you can go back here, just double check that it's updated the thing again. Do not confirm. Um, And you are. So we're on the right firmware. This firmware will work, but it was the only one at first that you could use. But now that it's on this, I totally recommend going to the 0608. All right, so once that's done, I want to go ahead and cycle the flight controller, make sure the Vista is not cooking, and seems okay. It's a little warm, but not too bad. Now we're going to go into Fpvwtf. Once you get into here, I have a shortcut, but it's real easy. Fpvwtf. It's going to bring you to the online configurator. Since we're starting from scratch, none of this stuff right here is going to be lit up. Just go into the root, and that's it. Plug in your quad, and it'll connect. You can click on root device, and it'll show up here in a second. Or if it doesn't, cancel out and then try to go back into it. But it typically comes up just like that. Go ahead and connect to it, and just let it roll. Do its thing. Go get another sandwich. Once you'll know it's done, is this root device is going to turn blue, and it will be also step 5 that it finishes on. Once it says success rebooting on step 5, you'll see this turn blue, unless you scroll down to the end of the page and you can't see it. You have to scroll back up, but trust me. Music. Sure. Oh, never mind. My battery died in my. All right, so step 5, rebooting. See that root device saved there. You can just go over here to the home page. It's going to reread this, and now these two are lit up. Okay, just go over to this one, and this is going to actually install the software that's going to make the OSD happen. Same process, just sit back, chill out, let it do its thing. Every once in a while, for whatever reason, it seems like, especially older Vistas that haven't been flashed, you may get an error and may have to reroute it. Just reroute it. Then there's another window that'll pop up here. It says fix. Just hit fix. It'll fix it. All right. It's done it 100% of the time. I've never bricked one. I don't think it's possible. If you have, send it to me. Or I'll see you on the weekend. I might come out this weekend. I don't, or tomorrow night. I haven't decided just yet. It'll be late if so. here's where you can join the Discord. I was, it wouldn't hurt to join the Betaflight Discord either. You don't have to engage, but they do have a pretty solid support group over there. Not like Fpvwtf, that guy is on it. All right, so same thing. It turned blue, is trying to reconnect. You can go over here to the home page, and now the package manager is going to light up. And if you ever research this, the ADB, that is an Android connection app, so you're not looking in the wrong place if you do. So here's the package manager. This is how easy it is. This is where your FCC hack, your OSD. And this is why I don't like Sean's video or Let's Fly RC he's a great guy too, by the way, super nice guy. Is all you have to do is install it. That's it. It'll say fetching packages. It only takes 30 seconds maybe. Yeah, that's it. You have to install this if you want the OSD. You wouldn't be this far if you weren't going to have that. And that's it. Okay, so just to go over a couple things here, you won't need to do anything here unless something comes out later on, but they've already covered everything. This is where I go in and I do my OSD overlay. Once you can check in here, leave everything at default in this. Don't remove it. It's supposed to look exactly like this. And but what this is going to do, this is going to create 3 files in your on your SD card. You have to be running well, you don't have to, but in order to get the fonts that I'm going to show you how to install, you're going to have the SD card in. So that's it. We're done here. Same thing with the goggles. There's no difference. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug the Vista. Get that out of the way. All right, so where's my goggle? All right, so same thing. Pretend like we went through that whole process, same way. And you'll get to this point where we just did. It's the same exact way. Install the, root it, install the WTOS, and that's it. And then when you go to the packet managers, this is where things are a little bit different because there's just more options with the goggles. Really cool options. And it's really, really easy to get these things working. The only thing that's a little bit of a pain in the ass is the is getting your goggles to do like for your Sims and everything. You can get video off your computer that will project onto the onto the goggles. So you can do a sim, whatever. And it's good. There's no latency. If anything, it's unnoticeable. The only thing is it's a little cumbersome because you got a battery hanging off one side and a cord going to the computer on the other. It's fun for a couple of minutes, but I'm not big into Sims anyway because I just fly quad. I get it though. Trust me. I think it's a good idea. The only things that I don't install this because as soon as you plug in, it's going to start recording. If you like that, you can do that. I got a buddy, he loves doing the, disarms, get across the pavement, and then take off again. That's not a big deal to me. I just don't like editing videos. I don't like, sometimes I'm waiting for my GPS. I don't want the shit recording. Plus, it takes up too much space. But it's completely whatever you want. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can go to any one of these and it'll go to their wiki page or their GitHub page, I guess, and it'll explain. I don't have an 03 air unit, but this this will switch it to AV. This is how you get through Moonlight. This will install Moonlight onto the goggles, and that's how you're going to connect to your computer, and it's basically going to mirror your computer onto your goggles. It's the FCC hack, just same thing. It's just this easy. You install it. You just click on it. This is this. You're going to have to. These will. You have to have both of these in order to do the splash screen. You can take any picture you want. Any picture you want. I prefer to just like Google, wallpaper and whatever you want to put. Like I did Darth Vader, right? And make sure it's a PNG file, and whatever that PNG file is, just change the name to this, and make sure it ends in .png. Don't copy this and do .png. It won't work. It has to be exactly this. It has to look exactly that. So you can copy that, and then that'll be your splash screen. And after a minute, you can have whatever screensaver you want to come in after that. Just make it a PNG file. So it'll change, when you're, whatever is preset on the goggles. Of course, you have to have this. I would install everything. Shouldn't be much of a decision. This is the bind loss between the Vista when switching from the 03 air unit. It only works one way though, but it's a glass half full kind of thing. You can have none or you can have half. Anyway, I install all of them. You're going to have a lot more options. You can have a debugging options and everything on your menu inside your goggles. It's super cool. But now that I've done that, I guess I will kind of show you how it works. But you can just, when you go into Betaflight, this is pretty important too. When you go into Betaflight, let me plug back in the quad. The easiest way to make this happen, and you're gonna want to do this every time. Let's see, it's my backup quad. Got an F405. All right. So when you're in a Betaflight, and also a couple other things, the presets in here are phenomenal. Always make sure you're Naval Expert mode. Presets tab. You're going to come in here, and it's for OSD, FPV, WTF, DJI 03, Avata. It does not matter. You're going to come in here, select what port you have it on, select it. You're going to hit pick, and then you're going to hit save and reboot. That's it. It changes it. It does the port and everything, changes it to the MSP display port, which is what you want, and configures it for you perfectly. There's nothing more you really need to do. One other thing here in the OSD tab. From now on, when you flash, when you update your firmware, there's going to be a section down there. It gives you the option to have standard display or high definition, or standard definition to high definition. If you've checked both of those, and it's fine if you do, it may default to auto, and this is going to look like an old school analog thing, and you're not going to have all this room. Because what you want to do is you want to click it, and then it'll go back, and this will change. If it doesn't immediately plug a battery into your quad, it'll change. And then click it over to auto. When it goes back over into HD mode, you will get that, okay? And you'll get a lot more squares. And then you can just move your stuff around wherever you want. And you have everything, anything you want. And I think that's about it. So in Betaflight, in the CLI tab, if you're in 4.5, in order for you not to lose elements in your OSD screen, here's a little trick. Just hit the tab button. If you hit the tab button, these are all your commands. and you can just use your, you can just use your arrows to go down it. Or you can just type in git any one of those commands. You see OSD, and then it's going to preload. And if you go to OSD, I don't have my glasses on, damn it. It's going to, where's the fonts? OSD display. Okay, so it's OSD display fonts, right? Okay, where is he? Where was it? There it is. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so it's git display port MSP fonts, and you want to put. You can just do this and hit git. It defaults to 0123. This isn't how it should look in 4.5. Otherwise, you're going to be missing it. So you can just take this. And that's it. That's the whole thing. But you can just hit set. It'll start to preload. Just hit display. Yeah, don't let the screen intimidate you at all. It's really simple. And also ChatGPT. Just go to ChatGPT and say, "How do I do this?" It'll literally write the description down there for you, writing code or anything like that. So in this one, I want to change the 0123 to 0000. Oops, 0, and then that's it. And then you hit save. And that's it. That was my backup quad, so I hadn't done it on that one yet. The CLI is, I'm sorry, I'm going to go on a little bit. We're done, but there's so many things you can do. If you want launch mode, you can hit git launch, and you can see your parameters. Okay, this one doesn't have it, but if I wanted it, I could just hit set launch. And then this is all you need right here. So if I want angle limit, and I've got my racer at 60 degrees. If you were doing a regular freestyle quad and you just want to tip it up, you could go 30 degrees. That's it. Set launch. Control gain, don't worry about that. It defaults to 40. And then you just hit equals, and it's going to give you options. You want to pitch only. There you go, pitch only. Set launch. Allow reset equals on. Set launch. And throttle value equals. Now, here's your throttle value. This is, just pretend this is 0 to 2,000 on your throttle. Well, I want it to go 35% up, so I'm going to go 35 value of 35. So when my throttle goes up to 35, it blasts off. There it is. Save. And now I have launch control. You go in, put a switch on it. You're done. Sorry, little bonus footage for you. But that should do it. Like I said, the same thing, same process as the Vista. Do it. Any issues, call me, hit me up, whatever. Be patient. Let it go through the process. Any errors, it'll give you options to fix. Just fix it. Relax. You're not going to F it up. It'll be fine. Trust me. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.